Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin as we are heading into Saturday and early Saturday morning. Let's see if we see here any new insights, if the price has done anything exciting. I don't think it has done anything surprising from an Elliott Wave point of view. Let me just adjust that here slightly actually. Just think here the support area shifted slightly. So yeah, I don't think the price has done anything surprising from an Elliott Wave point of view from yesterday to today. We've seen a tiny, very minor reaction to a support area here at around 69K. That's again, nothing surprising from an Elliott Wave point of view. It's also not moving in very exciting ways, but we have a reaction to support. That's typically what we want to see. Therefore, there is nothing surprising about this. And ideally, the price has started the next wave to the upside, which is obviously a little bit too early to say. What I'll do, I will shift these areas here to the right because the price moves on without clear direction at the moment, which is very typical for a corrective pattern. And when things are getting boring, or frustrating, then it's typically an indication for a correction, okay, that we are in a correction. And someone asked, when the correction finally starts, and I've responded that, the correction has started actually already here on the 13th of March. I mean, all of this, at least from an Elliott Wave point of view, is corrective. This is a corrective structure, part of one large correction. But even in a correction, you get counter trend moves, or corrections that are correcting the corrective structures. And that's precisely what this B wave rally is. So in this wave count that we've been talking about, we had a third wave top here in the middle of March, not May, middle of March. Then an A wave to the downside, which bottomed on the 20th of March. We are likely now in this B wave corrective rally, which is probably not yet finished. And then we should still see a C wave to the downside, which might take us back into the lower support region between 61.8 and 55.4K in the first instance. I'm not saying that we necessarily will come down to 55K. What we can do, once we have an established top in place in the yellow count, that would suggest that the B wave has topped, well, then we can calculate a target for the C wave to the downside. I can only do that once the B wave has really formed a top. And the idea is that we are now in this fourth wave probably, or maybe already in the fifth wave, of the wave C within the wave B. So let me explain that. A B wave consists of three waves: A wave, B wave, C wave itself. And the C wave itself is a 5-wave move. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and maybe the wave 5 has started. Because the C wave is an ending diagonal, which I explained in previous updates, the fifth wave would be an ABC structure. And because that is a corrective pattern, it is very difficult to determine if the wave 4 is actually still unfolding or if the wave 5 has already started as an A, B, C structure. Because the wave 4 hit the ideal target, which is the 38.2 retracement, and rallied after that, okay, without making a new high though, but it rallied afterwards and left our support region here to the upside, I give the bulls the benefit of the doubt, and I'm tracking that the wave 5 has already started. This, however, doesn't need to be the case. It's possible that if we break below today's low, or was it yesterday's low, basically here, if we see the price break below that 69K level, then I would first explore if the fourth wave is still unfolding, just in a lower wave 4, which could still test here the lower micro support region between 67.6K and 66.7K. But for now, I'm observing the fifth wave possibly in the making. We've seen a few green candles here today, but nothing too impressive. So price still has to impress, and it would do that with a break above 71,500, basically the A wave high of wave 5. So if the C wave has started from here, then we would expect the price to break above the A wave high and possibly get closer to 73K. I would say at least to 72.1 or $72,150. It's important that this 69K level isn't broken to the downside, because then we would see a break below the 78.6 Fib level. Now, that would not yet confirm a top in place in all of Wave B. The Wave B could top at any time here, but I need to see a break of support levels. Yes, surely, I mean, a break below 69K would be a first indication we might have topped. Certainly a deeper pullback than would be ideal at this stage, but it would take a break below 66.7K to confirm that probably the B wave has topped. But until then, first of all, we can also explore if maybe the fourth wave is unfolding as a triangle, the way this is going here, or if the wave 5 is just unfolding as an ABC structure. Yeah? And even the B wave could unfold as a triangle, which could happen on a long weekend like this one. Yeah. So sometimes the price is just sort of in a correction mode and doesn't move with a clear direction, and that would be in a correction mode, corrective mode. And in these corrections, you can get a lot of up and down movements, just basically in corrective patterns within a tight range, basically. So until we see a break above the last swing highs here, and there's a bit of a resistance area there around $71,600, I can't really confirm that the C wave has started. But if we get a break above yesterday's small swing high here at 70,650, that swing high, that would be, then we will have a first indication that the C wave might have started. So I think that gives you all the parameters you need to know. One more thing to add is obviously that if after the next high, and I would like to see one more high, either from here or from the lower micro support region, if we see after the next high another higher low and another higher high, and I will offer a support area for that, then we have a bullish structure. And I would argue that then in that case, we would have to revise the expectations, and I would have to say that the fourth wave, which is probably still in the making, already finished on the 20th of March. Because if we get a 5-wave pattern to the upside, that cannot be a B wave, but it can be a leading diagonal. A leading diagonal or even an ending diagonal, some kind of a diagonal pattern that can take us into the 80K region, and then we would just have to adjust. Yeah. It would then mean that wave 5, circle wave 5, which I don't think, oh there it is, circle wave 5 of wave 3 already unfolded or is in the process of unfolding. So I'll keep you updated about that one. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.